Is the meaning and mindfulness that is the nexus from which our words come to life.
Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning Prayers. I'm Gina DeGirolamo. I'm new to the prayer team, and I'm really excited to be here. And I've got Reverend Robert on the background helping me out today. So thank you, Reverend Robert, for that. Let's see. So is anybody out there? If you're out there, give us a comment. I'd love to give you a shout out. And just so you know, what we're doing here today is we are teaching affirmative prayer. We do not do beseeching or begging or pleading with God. We just know that we're connected with Spirit and that God is here for us and here to work through us. So I'm really blessed to be part of this whole program and the New Thought Media Network, which is actually incredible. We're going to talk about some of the wonderful things that they do later after this. So we've got a couple of morning people here with us. BJ DeGirolamo, look at that last name, it's very similar to mine. That's my wife, BJ. So glad you're here, honey. And we've got Suzanne. Good morning, Suzanne. Nice to see you here. And there's Wayne. What a great audience and participant you are to our group. Thank you, Wayne. Thanks for being here. So this morning, as I was awakened early in the morning, a couple of hours ago, as I was thinking about my day 2 on prayer time here, of course, I was wondering, what would I talk about today? There's so many things that you can talk about when it comes to science of mind. And my brain was kind of going all over the place. And I know this happens to all of us at some point. And what I learned just actually a few minutes probably prior to jumping on and then having a nice discussion with Reverend Robert was really being present and trusting Spirit. And I put on a t-shirt that I have. You can't really read it all, but it does say "Be here now." And it's just reminding me to be present. So I started thinking about, okay, what would Ernest say about being present? And so I have a book called A Dictionary of New Thought Terms by Ernest Holmes. And it's a great little book because it's like a little dictionary of terms that define things in New Thought teaching. So I looked up presence, and there's a few ways you can look at presence. And I liked this one, and it is the definition of universal presence. And that is the Spirit manifesting in and through everything. The creative intelligence responding to us from everything, and omnipresence. I want to read that second part again. The creative intelligence responding to us from everything. So I look at that part right there as, it's done unto us as we believe, and the world responds to us in the way we are looking at it. So we're not responding really to the way the world is. We are creating what the world wants to show us by our thoughts. So this is a really challenging concept, of course, during this time when the world wants to show us so much what we call negativity in many aspects. Obviously, you could take anything. You could take the pandemic, you could take the election, you could take climate change, you could take racial injustice. But what we need to do is look at what is maybe present up in front, this negative aspect, and look at what is on the other side of that. What is the God aspect that wants to come through? So if it is a problem with trusting, let's say, our leaders, what we want to do is, what is the God quality that wants to pop out? What is it? It's not about putting our trust and faith in a person or a leader or being disappointed in them. We have to put our faith and our trust in God and in the universe, so it can express through us and create something new. So we really need to get present in the moment when we are trying to allow that to come through. So if you feel a negative feeling come up, ask yourself, what's the God quality? What's on the opposite side of that coin that wants to come through? And we're going to use the law which is what we focus on here in morning prayers, is affirmative prayer. And we're going to call that into our being. So why don't we do that right now? Let's all just settle into our spaces wherever we're at. And take a nice deep breath in with me, knowing that there is this one universal presence, this one God that is right here, right now, in everything, everywhere. And it's reflecting back to us in so many ways. It is a loving presence, and this law will always answer us. This presence, this God, this divinity, whatever it is that you feel called to call it. It could be it, the thing itself, so many things. But we know it's all one. And we just tap into that right now, that we are all one together, that we are all God in form, expressing in unique ways right here, right now. That we were birthed into this existence through the vehicles of our parents into these bodies. And as we've passed through from the other side, through them, we've picked up some of their beautiful qualities and their things that they have experienced in life. And we allow that to flow with us as well. We take the good and we leave everything else behind. We can do that. We get to choose. So today I choose to absolutely look at anything that comes up in front of me as a wonderful learning experience, a wonderful opportunity to practice the presence, to call into being that which is what I want to see. And we all do that together. We can all work on the good God quality and not get caught up in the rabbit hole of all the little distractions out in the physical plane, the stories, the drama, the fear, the violence, all of that. We reject it in a way that is good for us, not in a denying way, but in a way that we can shine some light upon it. And again, practice the presence, breathe it in, and allow it to flow through us and to others. So today we can focus a little bit of our good intentions towards, I would like to direct it towards the firefighters, knowing that they are in a dance with the fire. They're allowing it to do what it needs to do, but they're keeping others safe, and they're safe themselves. That spirit is right there with them. And so we do not fear this fire, for this is Mother Earth's way of rejuvenating. And sometimes we need to burn everything down. And so I can call in that lesson for myself, that which the planet is showing us, that sometimes we need to let things burn down out of our life, things that no longer serve us, things that no longer work for us. And we can take this opportunity that we've been given through this pandemic over the last 6 months, where we've gone within and that we've had to shelter in place. And anything that came up that was good for us, we keep taking that. We don't want to go back to the old. We want to create new. And we do that through divine presence and realization of the truth that we are incredible creators. So I am so incredibly grateful for all that God is showing us, for all that the universal mind wants to express right now, knowing that it's all a wonderful lesson. And we will never know all the truth. We will never know everything, but we can certainly learn from everything. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for your presence here today with me through these prayers. I am grateful for the opportunity to be part of this team that shines light in the world. And so I'm grateful for you, for your opportunity as well. And now together we can just release this into the law, knowing that Spirit's taking care of everything. And we just release it and allow it to be, allow it to flow. And just let let us ride it, ride the waves, allow it to happen. And so together we could just claim our good and claim this possibility and opportunity for growth by saying, and so it is. You know, that was for me a great example of allowing the presence to just flow. It's not planned. These prayers are not planned out. They are just something that lets us feel it and experience it. And there's Reverend Robert right now. Thank you, Reverend Robert. I'm so blessed to have this trip with you. So let's see, what do we got next? So first we want to say thank you for all the donations that you have been giving us. And we ask that you continue to support us. We are fully funded by our community, and you can donate to paypal.me/newthoughtradio. That's where we can accept any financial good. And we do so much more than our morning prayers. And, you know, these funds allow us to keep this broadcast going, but it also allows us to bring you so many wonderful events. And we're going to bring up some of these events right now. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is this Saturday, September 12th at 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We have a mindfulness meditation retreat with Reverend Robert, and it's a love offering. So any gift you'd like to give, or just show up, and Reverend Robert will be leading that wonderful meditation retreat. The New Thought Media Network monthly expansion jam. This is where we all get together and come up with some creative ideas. Saturday, September 19th, 9 a.m. to 9:30 Mountain Time on Facebook, and we'll be sharing the vision, the mission, and the purpose behind this emerging ministry. And then after that, there will be a connection on Zoom where we can do a creative process together on what other great things you could do for the New Thought Media Network. There's going to be this great concert. This is one of these things that your donations help support. We've got Nathan Aswell, who is in the US, and we've got Laura Topper and Jason Salmon, who are in the UK, and they're going to perform a concert together Saturday, September 26th, 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 6 p.m. in the UK. We have the midweek pick-me-up Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Mountain Time with Reverend Robert, and it is a positively inspiring message and musical experience. So that's fun. You get a little bit of both. And this is something very special. This is this Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific Time, and it's celebrating 19 years of Science of Mind in the Ukraine. I just love this event. I can't wait to go to it. It's going to be great. It is with the global peace activist, Dr. Barbara Leger, and you can join her as we celebrate her work at the Temenos Center for Spiritual Living. So thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I've really enjoyed my 2 days here, and I will be back again next week, and have a beautiful day.
On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time. Until then, peace and blessings.